Oh, we have a sprinkler malfunction. Take a look at this. Oh my goodness, it is shooting higher than the house.
I know. Well, actually, maybe the same height.
Hey, go get a shower. Wait, don't get a shower because you have to go.
That's what I would do if I was super hot.
Oh, well. Oh. Look at that. We have snails. Alright. You guys, remember where all your shutoffs are, just in case there's an emergency. So my dad comes over and thinks that I don't know how to weed. So here he is, weeding at my house.
Well, the program is he plays and makes videos while I take care of the chores.
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, very cool. Oh, my girl, longtime favorite. So when the top one comes off here, what you want to do is cut this top part off because it's bulging out a little bit. It's too loose. So just cut off just a tad bit right there. Screw in a new one, and you should be good for another couple of years, hopefully.
You have to be sure you get those weeds too.
See, that's my dad.
Otherwise, all you're doing is watering the weeds.
Yeah, they're beautiful weeds. Drip irrigation is always a problem because I always have to manage it. It just doesn't always work the way you think it should. Always having to adjust it. The things come off. You run it over by a lawnmower. Dogs, cats, kids. Reflections in the water. So my dad always has a lesson for me to learn. I have several apple trees that need to be pruning, but he doesn't realize I always forget how to prune, so he has to come over and teach me every single time. That doesn't happen to you guys, right? Dad, the pruning shears.
I don't need the pruning shears because we're not going to prune any wood.
Oh.
This is the wrong time of the year to prune wood. But it is actually past the time of the year to prune apples. On a tree like this, you should never have more than 1 or 2 apples on a branch because there's not enough energy to supply more than 1 or 2. So if you have a weak branch like this, you want 1. And if you have a stronger branch like this one, you might leave 2. But you always want to be sure you never have more than 2. And see here, there's a whole group of apples together. And so I'm going to take out and leave just 1 on each of those. And that does 2 things. First of all, it makes somebody feel sad that they've had to cut some apples out. But actually, you'll have bigger and better apples than if you leave them. If you leave them, then the only thing you're going to have is ugly little apples.
So would they be sweeter?
No.
No?
Oh, sweeter? Harvested?
Yeah.
Well, they'll be bigger and better. See, here's a really weak branch. So we're going to just leave 1 there. This has got a lot of energy here. Lots of leaves, so we'll leave 2 there and 1 there. Here, See, here's a weak branch. It's got one here. We're going to take that one, and it's got two there. Notice always take the smaller ones.
Why is that?
Because they're already small to begin with, and there's no need of leaving them on the branch. See, there's two. That's too many there. Take the small one. Look at here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way that that small branch will be able to supply the energy for 6 apples. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to take the weakest ones. We're going to leave 2. The other thing that happens is when you have a heavy load like that, you end up with broken limbs.
Oh, that's never happened to me.
Oh, no, it hasn't happened, so that'd be news.
Look at all that wasted food!
Yeah, well, that's what most people think.
I know what we should do with those.
Let's do beets.
Ethan Thomas is probably one of my favorites. Fantastic.
Let's do the beets. That's what you have here for a crop.
I've got chickens and dogs and kids planting.
Okay, you've got some beets you planted here, and at this stage they're fantastic for greens.
Yeah, good.
But if you don't thin them, then you'll get no crop from this at all, none. So the idea is that you have to thin it out, and these we'll take in and we'll cook them up, wash them and cook them up. And remembering that these beets, when they get mature, are going to be about that big around, about as big around as your fist, about 3 inches in diameter. So you want to leave at least 1.5 inches or 2 between each plant, because if you don't do that, then they won't have room to grow, and if they don't have room to grow, you'll get absolutely nothing. So see here, these two are still too close together. You can see where they're coming out of the ground right there. So here, yeah, take that one, take this one, leave this one, and we'll take that one and leave that one. Now there, take this one, and then take in the between there, and leave one on either side.
Okay.
Now those will have room to grow. So you'll just have one left there when you finish. Pick the biggest one. Okay.
So should I just should I just replant the beets? Yeah, they're like right there.
Yeah, that's good.